It is the time of year when you go to lots of parties, lots of holiday get-togethers and things like that. Then you want to be on your best behavior when it comes to manners and things like which fork to use, which plate to use, and things like that. Sandy Hyde runs the Etiquette School of Ohio, and she is with us this morning to talk about this and so many more subjects. Sandy, great to meet you. Now, is this fine right here? I'll say great to meet you. I extend my hand.
This is fine, yes.
If you meet someone at a party, you haven't met them yet. Hi, my name's Dan. How are you?
Hi, I'm Sandy Hyde from the Etiquette School of Ohio.
You know, honestly, that's one of the areas where I have trouble is sort of introducing myself to people.
It is very important to introduce yourself, and not only yourself, but don't forget to introduce your spouse or the date that might be with you.
You know what it is, though? I sort of run into this issue a lot, and I think other people do too. When you're not sure if it's someone you might have met before. And am I going to be rude if I come up to you and say, like 2 weeks from now, I see you at a party somewhere, and I say, hi, I'm Dan. You're going to say, well, I'm Sandy. I was on your show 2 weeks ago. You know?
We all forget. We're human. So it's okay to say, hi, I'm Sandy, and hopefully you'll pick up on that and say, hi, I'm Dan.
Yeah.
But it's okay to say, hi, I'm Sandy Hyde from the Etiquette School of Ohio. I know we met last week on your show, and I'm so sorry, I've just forgotten your name.
So so you just got to be out front with it, just like that.
Honest.
All right, let's talk about the one thing we have right in front of us here is the place setting.
Yes, this is a formal place setting.
How important is it for the host to have a proper place setting?
It's very important because there's a lot of things that the guests can tell from looking at the place setting.
Okay.
Right now I can tell that we're going to have 2 courses plus a dessert.
Because of the way the fork and the spoon are up there.
Yes, the top of the plate is where your dessert utensils will be, and because we have a spoon and a fork, I get really excited because that means we're going to have a solid and a liquid. For example, cake and ice cream. Okay,
so here's Megan was giving me a hard time about this before. If I've got a piece of meat in front of me, I'm holding my fork like this, and I'm cutting, and I'm boom like this. I'm eating like that.
Very good.
Wrong, right or wrong?
That's the continental or international style of dining, and that's perfectly acceptable.
So I'm very international. I'm glad to hear that this morning. Now over here you have, you never want to show up somewhere empty-handed. And of course you come here today, you're not empty-handed, you brought a little something.
Yes, it's always nice to bring something to the party. This is pretzels with dipping sauce. If you know that the party that you're, or the people that are hosting the party that you're attending might enjoy a bottle of wine. A bottle of wine might be nice, perhaps candy.
Do you want to take something that can be used at the gathering that night, or something that the host can use later on?
Something that the host can use later. They already have the plan for the alcohol or the beverage they'll be serving, and they already have their hors d'oeuvres.
Okay.
This is for them.
So if they take your bottle of wine and put it away, boom, you shouldn't be upset about that because they're going to use it later on.
Not at all.
Okay, let's talk. The other thing we were talking about was drinking. If you have a guest at your house that is maybe having a little too much, as a host, what do you do?
Make sure that person can get home safely. If they drove, take their keys, perhaps offer to drive them home or call a cab for them, but don't let them drive if they had to.
You just don't sit there and drink right along with them?
Somebody has to take responsibility.
All right, and of course, always have a good time. So Sandy, I want to thank you so much for being here, and we're actually going to see you next week for do's and don'ts of gift giving.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
So many rules.
Very much.
Sandy, it's great to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks so much for coming in.